Hello, my name is Muhammad Habibur Rahman, and I am working as postdoctoral research fellow here at Khalifa University in UAE. I'm going to talk about our vision on blockchain-based reputation-aware federated learning systems. In this presentation, I will focus on four different domains, which are federated learning, blockchain, reputation systems, and mobile edge computing systems. Federated learning is basically a collaborative machine learning technique whereby the devices collectively train and update a shared machine learning model without leaving their personal data from the local data storage. So this federated learning systems basically execute the FL processes in following sequence. Uh, the centralized servers, which are the cloud servers, recruit the devices to perform the initial trainings. And once the devices are selected, they collect the previous model checkpoints from their local storage and then uh, configure the training settings and send these settings to the selected devices. The devices in turn perform the on-device training and then report their model updates if they found any significant changes in the models. And then these cloud servers basically perform the federated averaging and aggregates the model in the centralized servers. And then they update their model checkpoints. So this area is growing very rapidly. And recently we have found a few emerging federated learning tools by some renowned companies as well as some startups like OpenMind and Uber. So, uh, in order to enable the trust in the federated learning systems, we are investigating the blockchain technologies because we believe that trust is an outcome of various blockchain features and such as decentralization and consensus mechanism and hash-based cryptographic algorithms and so on, which can enable the a large plethora of decentralized federated learning applications in any pervasive environment. So the combination of blockchain and federated learning system could lead towards trustworthy decentralized AI ecosystems. And this integration could enable many new type of federated learning applications like in the fields of smart mobility and decentralized social media and trustworthy intelligent electric vehicles in the smart cities. So considering this opportunity, we have found uh, some relevant related works whereby we found that one work which is known as Deep Chain is using the blockchain technologies to perform trustworthy training on centralized um, deep learning models. And another one is the smart contract based incentive mechanisms, which is being deployed in mobile cloud environments. So considering these, we have given a new vision because we think that in essence, the federated learning is could be enhanced in a mobile edge computing environment, and adopting these architecture could enable us to develop some fine grade federated learning algorithms. For example, the smart cars traveling in specific areas of the cities could produce the local and collaborative intelligence which is specific to that specific area. And if we deploy the uh, deep learning models in for specific that area, we can have better fine grained level accuracy for those applications. So there is a large plethora of applications which we can develop considering these smart and pervasive systems in the next generation AI applications. So based on this, we have developed a new workflow uh, as I discussed in the beginning slides. And here we are basically transforming that workflow into more phases, and we are enabling the federated learning, fine-grained federated learning uh, algorithms at three levels, like in the edge devices, in the fog nodes, and the clouds, where initial model bootstrapping is performing by cloud to edge devices, and then edge devices can slowly adopt to fog nodes, considering their local information and local knowledge. So actually this is going to be a very interesting and new use case type applications which we are going to enable in the MEC systems. So considering this, we have defined some requirements for fine-grained federated learning systems, and we believe that the application developers must consider these objectives, and they should have considered some research issues to enable the to meet the federated learning systems requirement. So basically, in traditional and also in the fine-grained federated learning systems, there are three basic objectives of deploying these models in the distributed setting. The first objective is to preserve the privacy of the devices and systems who are going to contribute their knowledge instead of data into the process of training a centralized federated learning models. So in order to preserve the privacy, there are different techniques which are being used, like differential privacy techniques and multi-party computation, and there are so many other techniques which our researchers are actively exploring. The second objective is to optimize the bandwidth utilization in a way that maximum network traffic should be processed in the local environment, either on the uh, edge devices or on the fog nodes, but less data should be transferred via WANs. And another requirement is that considering the sensing based applications in various new emerging application areas, uh, another objective is to minimize the latency between the devices and the knowledge being produced on the devices. Because once the devices perform the training, they have to update the model to a centralized system, and then centralized system have to report back with the updated model. So this cycle should be, communication cycle should be as minimum as we can enable. So considering these objectives, uh, although these are the objective, but there are some issues with these federated learning, fine-grained federated learning environments. Because if you consider a smart city environment or any pervasive environment, the heterogeneity arises at many levels. The heterogeneity arises at the hardware level in the sensing systems. It is also arising in the um, type of data which the devices are being produced, and it is also arising the ability of the devices to process the data. For example, the variations or differentiation in the computational resources as well as the memory resources on the devices. Another issue is that since the devices are perceived to be moving around pervasive environment, so there is a high dimensionality of data and feature spaces which needs to be considered. Another issue is that and sometimes the devices do not move very frequently, or the orientation of sensors is not changing rapidly. So the devices are generating similar data, which is creating the statistical bias in the overall um, federated learning environments. In addition, this bias could also be arising if some devices are producing high quality data and the other devices are producing the low quality data. Centrality is another issue because sometimes users' behaviors trigger the devices to remain in some specific areas. For example, users are mostly staying at home, or they are staying at offices. They're spending most of their time with some specific friends or family members. So that sort of centrality in terms of data is coming. Also, if we are considering specific systems to process the data, the centrality is also coming. So considering these issues, we have defined some requirements for fine grade federated learning systems. So these requirements, the first requirement comes when we think that the federated learning environment, in the federated learning environments, we need to personalize the knowledge, we need to personalize the decisions, we need to personalize the intelligence for the devices. So in order to do this, we think that data owners who share local learning model updates upon their personal experiences to augment the cognitive learning models in fog nodes and cloud servers. However, we believe that local learning models are required to be personalized, and they should be resilient in a way that they can handle the data and model without in to mitigate any kind of security and data related attacks. The second requirement that we believe is the decentrality, which is coming in terms of data owners, and the processing systems on the edge and the cloud servers. And this centrality lead towards non-identical data sets and biased federated learning models. Therefore, we believe that this decentralization is required among all participants who are involved in the fine grade federated learning processes. Another requirement we believe is that the classical federated learning model provide the coarse grained predictions, which are by considering the overall population in the involved in the federated learning training models. But when we consider the locality of the knowledge, for example, the devices connected with specific fog edge servers like at the home or in the offices. So in those environments, we need some fine grained level intelligence. So we think that we need to orchestrate our machine learning processes in a way that we should enable multi-level intelligence in the systems. So in order to do that, we think that MEC enables multi-level data management. Hence, it can facilitate vertical data partitioning at devices, fog nodes, and cloud levels. So this multi-level partitioning data sets yields in more fine-grained federated learning trainings. Another requirement we believe is that we need to incentivize the users who are going to contribute in the federated learning environment, and who are going to share their data, and who are going to share the knowledge updates in the fine grade federated learning processes. So in order to do this, we think that FL application models primarily cater the needs of crowd sensing application, whereby the decentralized personal data sets are kept on users and end devices. Therefore, new incentive mechanisms are required to recruit the devices. Trust is another issue, and we believe that integrating the blockchain-based trust features can enable this trustworthy and privacy-preserving secure environment for all participants. Active monitoring, because the devices are moving all around the federated MEC environments, so we need to actively monitor which devices are producing what kind of high-quality data. Heterogeneity and context awareness is also needs to be considered, because it is heterogeneity is arising at multiple levels, all the way from devices to fog node configurations to different data types and data sources and learning models. So we need to establish the right context to train the training models. Communication and bandwidth efficiency is also required in order to enable optimal data traffic routing between devices to centralized servers and coming back. Also, since the models are being trained at multiple levels, we need to synchronize the model updates at multiple levels as well. So considering this, we are proposing a blockchain-based reputation system, because we are involving the devices and training models at multiple levels. So we need to maintain the reputations. So in order to do this, we are proposing this blockchain-based reputation system, which should be integrated into the machine learning processes, which we are going to use or in this training model. So we are maintaining the reputation of edge devices, fog nodes, and also the cloud servers. So we believe that smart contract based reputation systems could help in us in enabling a decentralized reputation for all the devices and systems involved in the fine grade federated learning environments. So considering our requirements, we believe that we have identified multiple requirements which were not being considered by those two level or course grained federated learning systems. So we believe that enabling these features and mitigating these requirements will bring us in developing some new type of fine grade federated learning systems. So with this, I would like to conclude my presentation, and we believe that our vision is to enable this fine grade federated learning in 5G and MEC systems. And we aim to launch our own blockchain based federated learning environment platform uh, in the second quarter of or the third quarter of the 2020. Thank you very much.